Welcome back to my channel. I'm Traven. These are my tomes, and today we're talking about Slay the Princess and recursive horror. I have a presentation actually today. This is very like teachery of me, um, but I've put together a bit of a thing. That's still. Hmm, where do I go? Man, it's all nice. Now it's not full screen. I escape. There we go. Okay, let's try that. Haha, now we're good. Okay. So yes. Oh look, it's my thumbnail. So nice. Okay. So let's talk about this. Um one of the first things that always comes up in a conversation about time loop stories, even though I don't think this is like the first example, it's probably just one of the most popular early examples from film, is Groundhog Day. So there's a whole channel that I watch with my wife that was just going through time loop movies and would constantly reference this film. Now, uh, there's also a really good video from, I think it's from Hello Future Me. I'll have to go look and see. That was all about time loop horror. And they talked about how one of the things that makes this kind of story into really good fodder for horror is this sense of isolation you have, because a time loop both traps your character within a certain section of time, but also uh, disconnects them from the larger world. Like they start feeling like consequences don't matter. Groundhog Day touched on this a little bit, but and there are some darker parts in this movie, despite it being a comedy. Um, but there's entire sections of this movie that are dedicated to the main character trying to find different ways to violently end the loop to see if that will change anything, and it doesn't. Now I have these two numbers over here, very different numbers, um, because initially, when the film came out, the um, director said that Bill Murray was stuck in the time loop for 10,000 years. So, like, think about that and, like, what that means for this character and for anything moving forward. Um, if this person lived for 10,000 years on that one day, wakes up the next day, and the loop has finally broken, they would be so disconnected from everyone around them, from reality. The amount of knowledge they would have and experiences and information would just be vastly would not compare to anyone around them. It would continue that kind of disconnect. Um, it's since been retconned, uh, toned down to 34 years, which is still an awful lot of time to be stuck in a single day. Um, and so we get some of, even in these comedy movies, we get some of those hints of that horror element and um, the feeling of isolation. One of the things that like this genre explores is once you start having this recurring time frame and things start feeling unreal, it really puts your character in a position where they're either having to grow as an individual. In the case of Groundhog's Day, that was a big thing about it, was him growing and learning and becoming a better person, um, or they start to kind of degrade and stop seeing things as moral. They stop seeing people as real because to them it just resets anyway. So it can kind of go either way, and I think the direction you take it can vastly impact the tone of the movie. A more recent example here was Palm Springs, and this is another comedy movie, but one that I feel like kind of modernized the concept and dealt a lot more with nihilism that comes with this constant reliving of the same day. So we have our main character whose name is Niles, which again I think is intentional. Niles nihilism, and he has been stuck in this loop for so long alone, almost, and another person gets stuck in there with him, and he's kind of gotten to the point where he just accepts it and lays back and just enjoys the day. Doesn't have any um, strong feelings on it. Just lives to kind of to optimize that day and enjoy his freedom, basically. And the character that gets stuck in there with him does not have the same experience, does not have the same motivation, and it's that kind of intersection of their goals that really drives the movie forward. Another really good one. Again, a comedy, but I think much darker um, than what I remember of Groundhog's Day. So, time loop horror. Here are some films that are squarely in that genre, and also some of my favorite horror movies. Like I said, when I was going and looking at this as a concept, I came to the realization that this is one of my favorite things, one of my favorite genres. So on the left we have Coherence, which deals with a group viewing a meteor shower. I really think it's best to go into that one with as little information as possible, but do know that it deals with this idea of uh, recurring time loops, alternate realities, that kind of thing. The middle one is Timecrimes, which I think is one of the most like masterfully put together time travel movies. That one has a loop of sorts, but it also manages to make all the events of those loops into a single cohesive narrative, which I think is really impressive. And then the one on the right is Triangle. That one is solidly in the like looping category, where the main character is experiencing a loop of the main cast gets like lost at sea basically, and comes across this ship, and she gets on board, and then when they're that like I think when they first get on board, they find it empty, um, and then after a while, the another group of the same people arrives at the boat, calling for help, and so that's also one where the loop keeps resetting even as the character you're following is still living through a cohesive timeline. Now, video games have this kind of inherent built-in quality of recursion and the time loop concept. Because if you really think about it, and you like take a step back from something as early as like Super Mario Brothers, every time that Mario dies and fails to reach the end of the level is still a thing that happened in your pursuit to the goal, right? So even if you beat the game, there are all these other instances where that didn't happen. And the game doesn't point this out, right? This is something that you have to kind of think about on more of a meta level. But later on, games started playing around with this. At the when Super Meat Boy came out, once you finish the level, it replays every single life that you used to try to get to the end. It replays all those and shows you where each one of your attempts died until it is left with the very last one that gets to the end. And so it kind of more directly referenced this idea of the recursion of video games. You have games like Returnal now, which deal with a time loop. Sometimes in very uh, devastating in very sad ways. Um, but here, like the character is aware of every time they're having to go through this loop and every time that they're having to attempt something again. Um, Doki Doki Literature Club is another one that has this recursive idea. One of the characters in here is aware, is more aware of their existence as a video game character, and despite any kind of attempts to change the narrative, they can't do anything, and it becomes this very meta narrative about like what's real, what's moral when we're playing these games, um, those types of things. So I think, especially with video games, there is um, a built-in structure for exploring the idea of time loops and recursion as like a horror element, because you have these characters who are going through these events over and over again, and uh, if you just kind of take a step back and acknowledge that on the game level, then it becomes rather horrific. It becomes a terrifying thing to watch these characters try different things and fail and die and have all these horrible things happen. And that's kind of what we're going to do when we look at Slay the Princess. So we'll get into more of the plot here in a second. I do have some books that I want to recommend, since I'm ostensibly a booktube channel. So once again, How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying is going to get a nod here. This in this book, the main character Davi, uh, Davi lives a full life and then resets to a specific place and time. Um, and she's done this for, I think at her count, like almost 1,000 years or over 1,000 years. It's to the point where she's fairly confident she's from Earth and like another place, but she doesn't remember it because it's so long ago in her personal past that she doesn't recall what has happened. Um, so she, like, unlike many time loop stories that take place over a day or a week or something like that, this takes place over the course of her entire life, and then whenever she dies, she resets to the beginning. Um, so she decides, the plot of this one is, she decides every time that her loop resets, it's because someone ascends to be the Dark Lord, and then they like wash across the land, take everybody out, her included, and she's never able to stop it. So she decides on this one that she's going to become the Dark Lord. She's gonna try something new. All these other attempts have never worked. Nothing she's tried has worked so far. So she's like desperate and wanting to try something crazy. So she decides she wants to be the Dark Lord and ascend and get that power. So this one has a very interesting play on that notion I was talking about earlier, with this loss of morality and this feeling of separation from those around you, and feeling like those characters aren't real, or the people around you aren't real, because you've seen them live multiple lives and do different things, and it always resets anyway. There's a point in this book where something changes, and Davi has to really grapple with some of the choices that she's made in this particular like run of her life. And I thought that was a really clever idea, and one that I felt like I didn't see coming, because the fixtures of this genre are so well defined, and I've never seen one that did quite what this book does before. So it was really surprising, but also incredibly effective, and a good way to explore the emotional weight of these types of stories and these choices. The other one I wanted to talk about, and the reason why I had to call this recursive horror and not time loop horror, is the book Subcutanean. So if you're unfamiliar with this is a really, really cool book, and I'm going to do my best to explain what this is. So Subcutanean is kind of like House of Leaves, which I'm currently reading, where this guy finds a basement in his house that leads to like infinite floors, infinite rooms. Him and his friend go and explore it. They start seeing like shadow versions of themselves, which is where like the recursive horror comes in because it seems like this network of rooms underneath his house connects to alternate realities. But the really cool thing about this book is that no two copies are exactly the same. So when you order this book off of the website, which I'll link in the comments that are linked down in the description, um, you can choose to order just like the mass market paperback. That one's always the same. The audiobook that's out is the same copy, regardless of where you listen to. But you can order this book and have it be a unique copy, just your own, that no one else will ever read. Your exact copy. The changes are never super major. Um, like the general flow of the story is always the same, and the conclusion can tweak a little bit, but it mostly has a handful of different endings. But for example, these are the two copies we have, and I'm pretty sure we have a different amount of pages. I know we had different endings. So this one's my wife's copy, and then this is my copy, and we bought them in a two book set. And the way that they do those two book sets is they try to make them as separate from each other as they can, so you can have fun comparing them. There's a video up on my channel too, where my wife and I read the first couple of chapters. You can see like some of the differences. So this copy is 220 pages, and this copy is 215. So there's a full 5 pages more of material in this book than this book. I know there are some major differences with the way the book starts, with major scenes within it. And so yeah, it's a really cool book, and I think really good for spooky season, and one that I would definitely recommend you check out. So, with all that out of the way, let's talk about Slay the Princess and get to our gaming. So, myself small here. So Slay the Princess is a game in which you are tasked with a pretty simple goal. There's a princess in a room in a basement, and you are sent to go and slay her. And depending on what you choose to do, you get vastly different stories. But again, the main concept here is going to be this repetition, this recursion, and learning more and more about how the world works as we move on. So let's go ahead and start it up, and we will see how it goes. Okay, so content warning, not for all audiences, has flickering image effects. Um, there's more than likely going to be like violence and gore, um, and yeah, some difficult, some rough situations in here. So just a content warning. Yeah. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There is no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Why am I not? Why am I not being seen? Hold on. Still showing the content warning. There we go. Hopefully it's good now. Alright. So yeah, the game lets you know right off the bat, no wrong choices. Do whatever feels right in the moment. Um, You'll just lead to more perspectives on the story. All right, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the video here. Because every time I go in, like it's not clicking. Now, chapter 1, the hero and the princess.
In the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
All right, so a couple of things. And everything was going so well. And now I've got to go and figure out audio stuff. Give me a second. Because for some reason my audio is not coming through on the headphone. I like that. And also the game's not playing, which is like kind of the point. So, all right, we're launching it again. All right, now I'm not getting any audio, and we're not advancing on here. What is the deal? I've not changed anything other than this. Okay, now at least I'm getting audio through my headphones. We're still not seeing the video here. Okay, why is it doing that? Hold on.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
This is so weird to look at. Not showing up on. Alright, I'm gonna try one more thing. And then who knows? Alright, so one last thing to try, and I don't know why this would matter. We'll try to put it on the other screen. The joy of content creation. Nope. That's gonna be real frustrating if I can't get the game up. Alright. Like, I've played this game on stream before. But I don't understand what the issue is. Okay, but when I click it, then it does that, and I can't actually see it. What is happening?
You're
Yeah,
on
that
a
is.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I don't know what's going on. I could try that. Okay, we'll try that. Alright, one last attempt here. Nope, it still is doing the same thing. Whenever I click on it, it'll update, but it won't stay. Alright. Well, we'll see. Alright. So we have a whole bunch of options here, which are mostly just like chatting with the narrator.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Okay, now we're good. For sure. Now, I guess the question is, if I go back to full screen, this window, that matter. Okay. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Alright, we're back in business. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Okay, what happens if she gets out then? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
So this does a good job of like setting up our narrator as a antagonistic force. We could continue to chat with him, but we'll just go ahead and move on.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
There's another thing, we'll have these voices that kind of guide us in our decisions, and there'll be complications based on what we decide to do.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Here's our first major decision. Do we go into the basement without a weapon, or do we pick up the blade? So I think I'm just gonna go into the basement, no weapon, just as like our first foray into this. That's one of the first major.
The door to the basement creaks
division.
open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
So I can say, hi, just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you, but lying. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you? Continue down the stairs. Just say nothing. Let's do, hey, I think I'm here to slay you?
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
All right, let's see what we can do. So we can say, hold on, let's talk a bit first, or I'll see what I can do. Let's see.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I'm gonna go check upstairs, see if there's a key.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Let's try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Explorer, hey, get me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I return to the bottom.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
I think we're about to see something horrific.
She
There
barely
we go.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Yeah, no, this is creeping me out. I think we're slaying.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
Not
The
dead.
princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
I mean, she did chew off her own arm and survive a blade to the back, so, like, yeah, I wouldn't be threatened
It's an
either.
act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you.
Doubt.
I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around.
Give up, finish the job, run for the stairs and lock her in the basement. No, it's locked. I think we're committed now.
You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive?
I'm sorry, what now?
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
We did it!
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And then...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. When I died, what am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. Yeah, I feel like this is a fair reaction. Or this one here, but I already slew her. She also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Yeah, so every time you go through the loop, you get another one of these voices based on the decisions you did last time. So we've got the voice of the opportunist, because that's kind of our takeaway from the last life.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame us for weighing our options. We did our best with the information we were given. And we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
So here we go with the idea of the loop and consequences, things not feeling real, or not feeling like they matter.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck here forever, do we? You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinions. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling, get to the cabin, and save the world.
Yeah, let's go ahead and proceed.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job done. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Alright, also,
The
there's a
blade is
mirror.
your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on the muddy shelf, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror, but he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror
You
clean.
reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Also, notice that we are in some way monstrous.
Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work, everyone.
Good job, guys. Alright, let's go ahead and take the blade. Oh, we can say this whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
I feel like we were pretty antagonistic. We're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Lovely.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You might also notice there are some key phrases that repeat throughout every iteration of the game.
Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. As long as you remember that and remain focused, slaying her will be easy.
Sure.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud.
No idea
I'm the
that.
kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses.
Metagaming.
Good.
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
I like the opportunities.
So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Alright, so we got, I'm sorry about last time. I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? Don't worry, the blade isn't for you. Or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. You scared me. When you started gnawing at your arm, it scared me, so I stabbed you. Things got out of hand. We both died last time. Can't we let bygones be bygones? Things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. I have an nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade. I don't trust you, not enough to free you, definitely not enough to get close to you, but I'm leaving. I don't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world, so I'm going to attack you now. Slay her. Or you can just slay her. I feel like I've been on this track before, and I tried to do more of the like, hey, you know, sorry about last time. Don't worry about it. So I think in this case, we're just going to be like, I'm either going to say, look, I think you might be a danger to the world, going to attack you, or we're just going to attack her. Going aggressive on this particular run. So let's go ahead. Let's do the explanation. I still like the dialogue, and we'll see how this works out. I don't imagine it's going to go well for us.
Do you think that being direct with your ill will frees you from its wickedness?
Good question.
Murder and betrayal are still murder and betrayal, whether you state your intentions or keep them hidden behind your back.
See, this is why we never tell people what we're actually thinking. She's just as mad, only now she's ready for us.
Still, better a violent fool than a plotting coward. Better for me, I mean.
As you close the distance, readying your strike, the princess's chain falls from her wrist. She takes advantage of your split second of surprise and throws a fistful of dirt into your eyes.
Pocket sand!
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. It's a shame we're playing opposite teams. This is why you couldn't just abandon her here. Left to her own devices, she would always find a way out. Now stop her.
You must have known I would be ready for you. Deep in your heart, you know the same things about me I know about you. We're both so very awful.
Yeah, we're both terrible
As you
people.
brush the silt from your eyes, the princess tackles you, flattening you against the dirt floor.
We were always going to kill each other here, weren't we? I can't trust you, and you can't trust me, and those doubts spin and spin and spin into hate.
She buries her teeth deep into your chest, tearing it. Great, she's distracted. Stab her in the back. In for a penny, right? Why not? As the princess rips meat from bone, you plunge your weapon into her unprotected back.
Ha, you bastard! Even face to face, you find a way to stab me in the back. I know you, and you're hideous, absolutely wretched. Just like me.
Oh, we're finding mutual ground, guys. We're doing it.
Maybe we are the same. So what? Throw her off us. Kick her in the shins. We don't have to fight so dirty. Of course we do. Fighting clean won't help us win. It takes a wretch to know a wretch, and we're all at the bottom of the barrel here. There's no point in pretending otherwise. Are we? At the bottom of the barrel. We've got dirt in our eyes and a chunk of us chewed out. If that's not the bottom of the barrel, what is? No arguments here. You're doing great. Keep playing dirty if that's what it takes. But if we win, we won't be at the bottom anymore. We'll have climbed a little higher. And once we start climbing, well, who knows where we'll stop? You'll stop right here if you keep daydreaming. Don't let yourself get distracted thinking about what comes after. None of us ever said we stopped fighting. What a low and vicious fight it is. Eyes gouged, skin scratched bloody, hair ripped and nails broken. Every rule there ever was in the Book of Honourable Combat. Both you and the princess have broken a dozen times over. That's nice and all, but are we winning?
Are we winning? Are we winning, son?
Nobody's winning. I thought playing dirty was supposed to give you the upper hand, but I suppose that doesn't work if you both sink to the same lows. Still, at least you're not losing.
No, we're not losing.
The
Yeah.
princess cackles maniacally as the fracas continues. But behind her cackle, you hear the low groan of warping wood. Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, what is going
We're
on?
establishing a newer, better packing order. No, the groaning thing. Why is the wood making noise? Who cares about the groan? It's just a sound. Things make sounds all the time.
Guys, things make sounds. I rest my case.
I care about the groan. Doesn't that mean something bad is happening? Oh, yes, well, I'm afraid that's the sound of the basement getting smaller.
What?
Do you hear that, you pathetic wretch? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Excuse me, what?
Exactly.
You and the princess disengage for a brief moment, just long enough to get your bearings. Behind you, the basement door has been sealed over, thick roots barring your only exit from the dirt pit. And slowly, but very perceptibly, the roots are closing in on you both.
Okay.
That's right. They're coming for you. And they won't stop until there's nothing left down here but them.
What about you? Yeah. Make them stop. We're not animals, we're people. We can work this out. We can make things better. I take it back. I can help you get out of here. Give up, wait for your death. Go on fighting. Yeah, what about you? Right?
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to see it happen.
We are on one of the most sadistic tracks I've seen.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you've been tasked to slay her. She's an antisocial monster who will gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know. We can see them.
Make them stop. No, we're just gonna, let's just go. Let's fight. Let's go.
You attack the princess once more, and once more the two of you fall into a vicious brawl. The basement continues to shrink as you fight, but neither of you pay it any more mind. Not until it's too late. The roots twist around you both, binding your limbs and rendering you helpless. As your fates close in, all you can do is watch her, and all she can do is watch you. At first it's almost gentle, the two of you lifted delicately off the ground. But the cradle of the growing roots soon gives way to tightness, That tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living basement. Tears well up in the princess's eyes, her own bones splintering and flesh swelling with trapped blood. But still she smiles through it all.
This reminder about content warnings. It's gonna get pretty gruesome.
I can't wait to do this again. You wretched little thing. I hate you, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is unbearable. Yet you can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding as everything tightens. And then you pop. Everything goes dark, and you die.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
Interesting.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
A lot.
I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped.
Okay.
He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do? Sure, there's no reason to keep secrets. Someone decided to go in guns blazing last time, and that someone got us killed. And what should we have done? Let you draw things out with all that conniving? Everyone knows a straight fight is best. It's honest. There's no need to bicker about it. I wasn't trying to start anything. I don't mind what happened to us. I kind of like it now that we aren't actively being crushed. Yeah, now that you mention it, this isn't so bad. And it's not like the fight is what killed us anyway, it was the cabin. No point worrying about who charged who when that place ground us all into paste in the end. The princess included.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I don't know if I've ever gotten a point in the game where it gets this like meta this quickly. Normally this is after you've done like 3 different runs and you hopefully we'll see.
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
This thing watching us, what is he? Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine. I like being like this. Why are you being nice to me? Don't you hate me? Don't we sort of hate each other? You can feel the pressure of the outside pushing in on us. What are we supposed to do about it? This is how we're supposed to be, but what do we do now? What are we right now is an abomination. I want out. I don't like this. I'm supposed to be me. You're supposed to be something that isn't me. Okay, you, narrator, how do I stop her or do nothing? I'm kind of curious about this one. Like, why are you being nice to me? Don't you hate me? Don't we sort of hate each other? That's kind of like what we've been doing so far.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Oh, okay. That's a reasonable reaction.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now? So petty? We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
I have
I'm
to see
not.
that.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
Now imagine this was your first run.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it. Hold yourself together. We're no strangers to effort. We can push this back down. Something might do us in eventually, but I'll be damned if that something is a thought.
Gaze at the hatred of your heart or bury it before it's too late. Man, this one's wild because, like, this feels like a very, very important choice. I think for this run I'm gonna go with bury it. Let's see what happens if we're just together.
No, you can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Turn inward and find your freedom.
You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
All sounds very ominous.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us? He can't make us quit, no matter how much he tries. He knows that talking's all he can do. Of course he's gonna try and confuse us. You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There's a place you need to be, you just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end.
I don't know, narrator, that sounds awfully contentious.
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All the more reason to keep trying. Come on, we aren't tired yet. That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
Find the way out.
You won't find anything if I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
His pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world at the place you need to be.
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Oh, can it? This was all of us, fighting as one.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful.
And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
You never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you, replaced by something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror, approach the mirror.
There's
Let's just look at
something
it.
dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Screw the mirror, we just need to find the princess.
If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
The narrator's
Yes.
gone.
Does that mean the world ended?
The world didn't end, we're still here. Come on, we just need to keep going.
We're top of the pecking order now. Right, boys?
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Lead to the cabin? You're at the cabin. Am I? Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? The gift of a fragile vessel. Are you the princess? Do we know each other? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? I want to know about this one because we saw a glimpse of it.
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Were you all the princess? Were you always the princess, or just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Valid. You know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, so I can make them. I can say, make me forget. What if I don't let you do that to me? How much will I forget? Are you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
Everything, until we meet again.
What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Alright, well we're gonna forget so we can go back into the loop of the game. But this is kind of like the peek behind the curtain into the larger frame of the game. So normally when you go through like 3 or sometimes 4 iterations of the story like we did, you come to the point here where you have this wider narrative that's a lot more like metaphysical and talking about like very like meta concepts, like a world outside of the world you're trapped in, and how these characters are all like metaphors or stand-ins for larger entities and larger concepts. So I think we'll start another loop and we'll see how it goes, but I don't want to play for too much longer. But I wanted to get to this point so you can kind of see where the game ends up. And then I believe you have to go 4 times through a loop like we just did to get to like the end of the game. But we're going to go ahead and forget so we can start fresh and do another run. Now on that next run, the choices we made on this run will kind of be eliminated so we don't run into the same cycle.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Now,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Now the thing here is like our character doesn't remember the things that just happened, right? So when we were in those first 3 loops, our character was remembering what was carrying over from one to the other. But now our character doesn't remember that whole beginning arc that we just had. But we, the player, remember. So that's another interesting layer to the storytelling going on here.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, so we're going to go to the cabin. I
You
think
make
this
your
time we're
way
going to pick
the
up the
short
knife
path
and
to
we'll
the
see where it
cabin.
goes from there.
You'll find the princess within. A warning. Before you go, she will lie.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Ignore him. He does.
All that dialogue is exactly the same as our first run through. But this time we'll pick up the knife. We'll see what different
The
choices
interior
we
of
get.
the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So this time we're going to take
You
it
take the blade
on the
from the
first.
table. It'd be rather
first run.
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Yeah, so when you take the weapon, she tends to have more of a combative attitude.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Let's just continue down.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah, let's do it. What? No way, why would you even think that? I'm not here to kill you. It's weird. You caught me, I'm here to slay you. Nuh-uh. Haven't decided yet, I'm just here to talk, or steal your nerves and step forward. Let's steal our nerves and step forward. Let's just, what happens if we just do what the narrator says? Let's just go for it.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yeah, let's just go. Let's see what the other options are, but I think we're just gonna go. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
This feels so wrong. But remember, the beginning of the game did say, hey, there's no wrong choices. It's all exploring different options.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Oh, is this how we get the ghosty ghost?
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
I think she still has some sort of trick up her sleeve. That was too easy. No, that was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Let's check for a pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one.
I feel like we're about to hit a jump scare again.
We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question? Wait, what was that?
It's really creepy.
You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Oh my god.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We can do the, like, I'm getting terrible deja vu, has it happened already? Yeah, but it's a lot of the same dialogue we got before. Hey,
Terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
What deja vu is, man?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
Alright, let's do it.
A warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat.
We couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Again, we're gonna get the mirror here, I think. Looking at the mirror is gonna do the same thing. So a lot of the dialogue.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
I feel like we should probably
the
take
blade
it.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, let's take it.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
I mean, we also killed her, so I feel like that's unfair.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
That's right, scraping. I told you she has something, I told you.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
That sound of scraping metal could be anything, guys.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
There really is.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
Yo, this princess is out here saying she's better than us.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
I'm trying to think if this is going to go into my favorite one. There's one that I really like.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Oh, she definitely remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
No. No.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
100% agree.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
This is so creepy. If I come close to you, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Remember what happened last time? I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now. We just talk it through. I don't have the key. Killed each other last time. I'd rather not do that again. I know you're mad at me, but I think we both just need to let bygones be bygones. What happened after you died last time? That's an interesting question. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sitting here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Nobody has to die. What are you going to do if I let you out? I'm going closer to free you. You better not try anything. Approach the princess. I'm not trusting this. Bye. And then just slay her. Oh, man. There's one up here I like. I kind of like, I know I'd like to trust you, but you're being awfully suspicious right now. I come closer, you're just going to stab me. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her.
I agree.
She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Dude, come on.
But you know who is armed?
You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
But I'm nervous.
All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I want to know about, like, you know what happened when you died. What happened after you died last time?
That's funny. You're funny. I'm not dead, so I can't have died.
Last time? What are you talking about?
Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
I just like listening to this character. Her sarcasm is great. If I come close to you, you're just gonna stab me, aren't you?
What? No, no, I wouldn't stab you. I am just a sweet, innocent princess trapped here for no reason.
Innocent princess.
And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to, not stabbing distance to help me.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk. Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
That's exactly what happened, so you remember it. I know you have a knife. Alright, yeah, that's exactly what happened, you remember it.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
Alright, I mean, let's see if we can get her to drop it. And then I think we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go at her.
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Oh my god, that line. That's terrifying. Oh, I love it.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Holy... Oh my god, I cannot believe this narrator. Oh my god. Prove it! Prove it that you don't have a knife!
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you, but I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Oh god, I just want to listen to this character talk. What if you're just hiding it somewhere secret? We killed each other last time, I'd rather not do that again. What if you're hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
We killed each other last time, I'd rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Both of us, normal and unstabbed. Two normal, unstabbed people. Oh my goodness. Like I said, I just love listening to the dialogue of this character. What if we're both honest? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart.
That doesn't sound like me.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
I mean, you got a good point. What are you going to do if I let you out?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
All right, we're gonna go for it. Let's just go.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room. Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second. But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers at first, then yours.
Hehe.
How? What did she even hit us with? You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with. And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh, where the blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
You're going to die now.
With a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The arms race.
You're on a path in the woods. No,
not good.
Fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
That's funny.
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore. We have to fight. Good. It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning. Great. So obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now. That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one. I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? There isn't a door, there's just that mirror. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it. If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Sure.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess. You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before, and I care about it even less now.
Guess it's
Right
time
on.
for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
He's gonna be like made of
You
blades.
step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
He's very angular. Everything looks very sharp.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore.
Cool.
But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
That's true.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin.
The people there mattered. The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Hey.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh goodness. We're gonna fight here again. We're gonna have to stiff up our lip about it. Can't hurt us so we don't let ourselves feel it. Appeal to our authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. We're going to unconditionally surrender. We're going to try flirting with her. He has swords for arms and we don't. We're panicking. He wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. That's kind of funny in a really messed up way. All of these ideas suck. Think of something better. Let's try flirting with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess. She wants to kill you. She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
Yes.
I'd rather not.
I'm into it. Can't say I mind either. If it weren't for all the cheating, I'd say she's pretty cute. Can we flirt by fighting her, though?
I know you want to kill me, but has anyone told you how gorgeous you are? I feel like I really get you. I like you romantically even. Maybe we can hash things out over a date. How about you buy me dinner before impaling me to death? Give her the look. In all capital letters. We're on the precipice of death, and these are like some of the most hilarious choices. I really want to do. I know you want to kill me, but has anyone told you how gorgeous you are?
A rosy blush flushes in the princess's cheeks, and a wide grin cuts across her face.
Oh goodness. Okay.
You're the only person I know, so that's a first. You're sweet. I like you. You're also gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
No.
Still gonna kill you, though.
Fair.
Or not? Oh, I like her. I like her a lot. Blush still glowing in her cheeks, the princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing.
Alright, I do want to just pause and say that this art is quite interesting. I like it quite a bit. Like, someone had to be like, oh yeah, there's blades coming out of her arms, the rest of her arms are still there, but they're all floppy, and she's in this very dynamic pose of about to stab you. Like, she's got the leg down. This is very dynamic and interesting to look at. A lot of movement. Just appreciate it.
She skewers you.
Of course.
Ow. What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
Good question.
Don't like that we died without us knowing it. This really, really blurs some lines that I prefer not to be blurred. Are we still dead? Are we alive again? How are we even supposed to know the difference?
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
If this is a fourth
No
one,
wonder
yeah.
everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Well, thank you.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting. Yeah, I'll pass on that.
As long as we keep moving.
We'll win her heart eventually.
Come on, show me something new.
We're going to fight her again, and we're going to have a sip of it about it. We're going to appeal to her authority. Unconditionally surrender. Panic. Unconditionally surrender. It doesn't work, and she kills you again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
What's the point? It's all the same. She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. Then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better.
Are we?
Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. None of this is working. Think. She skewers you. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window? Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Sure.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah,
I feel like that's fair.
leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Oh, I don't know if I do.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Wow.
Absolutely divine. Yes, behold the perfect woman. Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it. Alright,
Empty your mind.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
The weapons clash again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tide back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo that then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. This is the good ending. Alright, time for you to leave. Memory returns. Where's the mirror? Now, we don't have all the voices, so this is actually, like, this part's going a lot faster. Have you see what's in it? It's a monster. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say sounds like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
It's true, I could just go to the bottom.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When all this is done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I don't know if I'm going to kill her, so I don't really want to say that one. When I go back, it's as if the invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
That's kind of like the meta reason why you can't make the same choices. You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you. You've been kinder to me than anyone else. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? I like hearing that one. I do want to say you've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a single-minded edge. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for a piercing heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Ready to go, Sark? You die. Alright, and now we're back on another loop.
You're
But
on
I
a
do
path
believe
in the woods,
that's
and
what
at
we're
the
going
end
to
of
call
that
it.
path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright. Woo! Let's wrap up. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick talk about recursive horror. A look at the game. I hope the audio was better this time. I really like this game. It's a lot of fun. It's one of these uh, novels, just storytelling things. You just make choices, but I find the concept so fascinating, and I really like the execution of the time loop and this wider story of really like it's really esoteric, like our character just said. She talks all in riddles, but I do like that extra layer, giving it some more context, but also like letting you know that it's okay to do crazy things or to do the the aggressive slay the princess options. Like it isn't condemning you for those choices, as she was just saying. Like they're all reflections of her, and it's a way for pieces of her to gain freedom. So I enjoy it. I think it has a lot to cover and a lot to say and a lot to explore with this looping horror concept. Um, we haven't come across in either of these live streams. We haven't come across my favorite one. I can't remember how to get um, this particular aspect of the princess. But there's one that's like a creepy masked girl who's in this like crazy basement area that you're running through. I really like that one. Uh, Again, our book recs for today, if you're looking for something that is just a really good example of that recursive time loop storytelling, I would recommend How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying. Again, this is like a longer loop. It's the loop of her entire life, back to the singular point. But a really fun read. I could definitely see the main character here is really irreverent, um, and there is like some questionable morality, but like that's kind of one of these things that you expect to see in an exploration of these time loops. But I had a lot of fun with this one. We have the sequel, because it's a two-part book, and I've not read that one yet. That one's called Everyone Wants to Rule the World Except Me. So I have to check that out, and I'll report back at some point in the future in one of my videos. But I really liked this one, and I do want to read the follow-up book, which is not true for a lot of the series that I read. And the other one we had was Subcutanean. Again, if you're going to pick up this book, I will put a link in the description to the website where you can pick up the copy, because you'll want to make sure you order your own unique copy of the book. It's a really cool thing. And if you want a buddy read or do like a group read with someone, there are options for that too. Like I said, when my wife and I picked these up, we picked a two book option where they make it as different as it can possibly be, between the different seeds that they use to build the book. So another really cool one when you're talking about this idea of like shifting narratives and stories that don't quite work out the same way every time. Really fascinating book, and the only one I know of its kind that's like every copy is a unique copy. Really cool. So that's going to do it for me today. Thanks for coming by and hanging out while I talk about horror in, the day right before, a couple of days. Nope. The day before Halloween. Tomorrow's Halloween. So, thanks for coming by and hanging out with me for the spooky season. I should have a video up soon, which is like a horror this or that. It's not going to be up in time for October, but I'm still looking forward to talking about it. And I'll also be back soon with a recap of my reading. It's just that recently there hasn't been a lot that I've finished reading. I'm kind of in a bit of a slump, although I'm still making progress. I'm just on some longer books. So um, I hope your reading journey is going well. Hope your gaming journey is going well. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow this corner of our BookTube community. Thanks for hanging out once again, and until the next one, take care.